in red. Jump controlled by Tech. Let's go. 256th all-time meeting between these clubs. Jackson Cooper works at the high post. A bounce a pass to Jared Suchers, played well of late. Reber at the middle of the floor, drives in and lost control of the dribble. It gets stolen out of the late. Reber at the middle of the floor, drives in and lost control of the dribble. It gets stolen out of there by Klumak. Here comes Southern the other way. Klumak near corner to Evanson. Dyer to Jackson along the far side. He can fill it up from outside as they lob inside. Anderson tip it to Dyer at the high post. He attacks, drives in, tips it Klumak with 13 to shoot. Now Elijah Jackson catches with 10. Nearly lost the dribble with 5. Jackson knifes the dribble between the legs, kicks it Dyer with 3. He'll step into the paint, force up a shot at the horn, missed it. Rebound, got it himself. One of the best offensive rebounding teams in the land. They click it out for a Klumak 3. Got it himself. One of the best offensive rebounding teams in the land. They click it out for a Klumak 3. Missed it. And the rebound attempt. They'll walk it up floor. Southern Oregon averaging 13 offensive rebounds a night. As Cooper looked to attack and then swings it in the hands of Toll, far sideline. Drives against Klumak. Bodies his way to the basket. Missed the shot. Rebound tipped around. Reber comes out of the pack with it. And he goes back up strong. And Toll, far sideline. Drives against Klumak. Bodies his way to the basket. Missed the shot. Rebound tipped around. Reber comes out of the pack with it. And he goes back up strong. But the opponent's making 45% of their field goals as Reber's free throw is in. 76% free throw, 4 in the league. One more to come for Reber, and he got it both. Back early on. Gio Evanson, the hero of the game over in Ashland. Anderson near corner to Klumak while outside the yard. They come off a screen set by Anderson, then bring it to the head of the key, and Jackson. Good motion offense by the Raiders as Klumak now catches near sideline. Looks to try to lob it in as they're trying to post Anderson up and can't. So now Evanson asks for a ball screen. He'll use it near sideline with 7 to shoot. Work one-on-one against Cooper. He looks to drive baseline. Stops with 2 to shoot. Shot blocked by Cooper, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Cooper with the swat of the fadeaway J that time by Gio Evanson. 2-0 Tech with the basketball. It's Cooper high post. Spins his way into the paint, looks for a cutter. It's not there, so they throw it out for a wide open Suture 3, and he knocks it home. Jared Suture shooting 60% from the field in the last 5 games. 5-0 Tech early on. It's Elijah Jackson tries a baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Reber goes up high in the air again. Justin Parnell saying get some spacing on the floor. So bounce it to Suture near sideline. 2.5 minutes in as Reber catches along the far wing, trying to find Toll. Instead, steps into a long one and knocks home the triple. He's opened the game with back-to-back 3 balls. They lead 8-0 early on. As Evanson between the circles, trying to lob it into Anderson. They lob inside. Toll checks him at the rim, missed the shot. Rebound weak side out that time by Toll as he went up in the air after the miss on the weak side layup by Jace Anderson. It'll be Cooper in the middle of the floor. Bounce in the hands of Suture along the far wing. Head of the key goes Reber. Attacks Dyer. Stops. Goes it back in the hands of Suture. Near sideline to Payne on the low block. Caught there by Cooper with 8 to shoot. Cooper, skip pass. Grant Toll. He tries a 3. Knocks it down! 3 for 3. Start the contest. They lead 11-0. And Southern Oregon going to go to their bench early on. We'll get their new lineup here in a moment. As at the head of the key works Evanson. Joe Jahala is checked in as Evanson steps into one from right at the top of the key. They needed that one in a big way. They're on the board as Jackson Cooper catches at the foul line. Attacks the basket, goes right at. We're on the eve. Brady Rice, a good shooter, is checked in as well for Southern. As a free throw by Cooper is good. 14-3 for Tech, knowing that Jackson Cooper under the weather tonight. Raiders with a basketball. Evanson high post. He'll hand it off to Rice while outside the arc. They go to the near corner. Curling off a screen comes Spence. Get it back to Evanson. Hash mark along the far sideline as it looks to attack. Instead they go inside. Jahala lost it. It gets stolen away. Tough pass that time by Bryce Dyer. So Nathan will have it middle of the floor. Tech's lead is 11. Grant Toll near sideline to Suture. He'll attack against Benz. Drive all the way in. Spin up a shot. No. Rebound tipped around. Reber trying to keep it alive, and he did. Another offensive rebound for Dakota Reber. To Owen Nathan high post. Back to Reber near wing. 10 to shoot as they reverse it to Gillen Payne. Near sideline, Suture with 8. Give it to Payne, head of the key. He tries a distance 3. In and out, no good. And then goes to Dyer for Southern Oregon. Up floor comes Evanson with a crossover dribble. Dyer to the near corner. Right there's Rice. Looks for the lob inside, couldn't get it, so they give it back to Evanson, quarter court along the right sideline. Hand it off to Fens, who had 2 big threes in the last meeting between the clubs. 11 to shoot. They go inside. Dyer catches underneath. Skip pass finds Juhali, banks up a shot, missed it, and the rebound goes to Tech. Inside, Dyer catches underneath. Skip pass finds Juhali, banks up a shot, missed it, and the rebound goes to Tech. Grant Toll clears it for the Owls. A lot of contact, no foul was called. Up floor comes Grant Toll to the corner. Right there is Suture. Head of the key. They reverse the basketball. Toll catches back to Reber. Tries a long one from right at the top of the key. And it's a splash right at the top of the key. And it's a splashdown. Reber with 8 early. Tech 4 of 5 from long range. It's 17 to 3. Evanson has it middle of the floor for Southern Oregon. Rice trying to find Dyer inside as they front him. Skip it back to Jahala. Can he answer? No with a 3. And the rebound goes to Tech. We'll see if they slow it down this time. Owen Nathan's going to walk it up floor and talk with Justin Parnell right in front of us. 17 to 3 the score. Near sideline works Jared Suture. Suture one-on-one as he drives Rice into the paint. Forced up a shot, missed it. Long rebound to the out. Suture one-on-one as he drives Rice into the paint. Forced up a shot, missed it. Long rebound to the out to the Raiders. It goes in the hands of Dyer. Skip it to Fens. He'll pull up in transition and throw up an air ball. Owls basketball after Southern Oregon gave the basketball up on the last possession. They're just 1 of 9 to start for the Raiders. Near sideline at Suture. Throw it back to Gillen Payne. He'll curl from 3. He tried to get in the act and the shot goes over the backboard. So give it back to the Raiders. It was a good look for Gillen Payne but couldn't connect. Southern trailing by 14 early as Fens has it high post. Elijah Jackson back to Fens in the center circle. Curls off a screen set by Anderson. Now Jahala, throw back to Fens. He'll attack with a left-hand dribble. Throw it back for a catch-and-shoot 3 from Elijah Jackson. It's good. In the first meeting between these teams here in Klamath. And the lead trimmed down to 17 to 6. Garrett Osborne to the high post. Caught there by Cooper. He'll drive all the way in. Leave it off for Osborne. Gets to the basket and finishes underneath. Pass by Cooper to find it. Already 3 assists for Jackson Cooper, 19-6-10. Jahala right back in the hands of Jackson. They lob inside, an overplay, and a steal for Tech. It was stepped in front. Owen Nathan able to grab that one for Tech as he forced the turnover. Cooper has it middle of the floor, 12:45 left of the period as he looks to attack Emmett Fens. Drives in, banks up a shot. That looked way too easy. That's 5. Just a hesitation dribble, elevated and scored over the 6'2" Fens. As Jackson near sideline. Jahala catch and shoot 3 near wing. No. Long rebound goes to Tech. 6'2" Fens. As Jackson near sideline. Jahala catch and shoot 3 near wing. No. Long rebound goes to Tech. Jared Suture with it this time. And they'll slow it up middle of the floor. Cooper. He looks right at Jahala. Goes right at the basket again. Cooper's got 7. The Tech going to slow it up, and then Coop just said, I'm going right up the basket. 23-6 Tech. The lead is 17, their largest. Jahala along the far sideline. Caught there by Fens. Now Anderson well outside the arc. They go back to Rice along the near sideline. He'll curl off a screen, spin his way in against Suture. Looked like he was fouled. They didn't call it. And Klumak, Anderson, and Jackson. It'll be Evanson who catches baseline, just 7 to shoot. He'll step it all the way outside the arc. Head of the key, Klumak with 3, with 2. He's going to have to try to get something up. It'll be another shot clock violation. 8 of 13 to start. Southern is just 2 of 11. And Cooper will walk it up the middle of the floor. And it looks zone this time. And Cooper's going to spread things out. Osborne near corner. Wicker back to the far sideline to Grant Toll. Long 3. No. Wicker got the offensive rebound, though. Back to the far sideline to Grant Toll. Long 3. No. Wicker got the offensive rebound, though. Colby Wicker looks to attack. He's doubled there. And what's the call? They say Wicker was on the baseline. A turnover as he was trying to knife tonight. Another offensive rebound for the Hustlin' Owls. 11-10 left in the period. As Asking for a screen at the high post is Evanson. To the baseline, it's Klumock. He gets caught underneath. Grant Toll standing him up. And finally, they find Anderson with the basketball. One-on-one against Osborne. And Toll from the weak side takes it. Basketball. One-on-one against Osborne. And Toll from the weak side takes it from him. Up floor comes Cooper. Skip it to Grant Toll. Steadies from three. No. Long rebound into the hands. Cooper. Skip it to Grant Toll. Steadies from three. No. Long rebound into the hands of Jack Klumock for Southern Oregon. That would have brought the house down if Grant would have hit that one. Evanson comes back the other way. Spin dribble into the lane. Nice jump stop as he got Osborne up in the air, and Evanson scores in transition. He's got 5 of the 8 for Southern Oregon as Wicker will walk it up floor, leading 23-8. Working against the zone. Grant Toll, Wicker between the rings. His pass thrown away. Wicker between the rings. His pass thrown away. Threw it right into the hands of Evanston as they lobbed to Jackson at the other end. 4 in a row for the Raider. Back within 13. The zone working so far. Toll has it to Wicker, high post. They'll reverse the basketball into the hands of Wicker to the free throw line. Back pick. They go inside Reber, and he gets hit. We'll have a timeout. Dakota Reber to shoot a couple. And his first of 2 is good. Tech got balanced scoring. That's 18 from Toll, 14 from Cooper. As the second one rattles in, but he's got double figures. Next lead is 15. And 25-10 midway through the first half. Our sideline, it's Jackson well outside the arc. Working off a Dyer pick. They bounce it to Wegstaff along the near sideline. Now into the corner. Caught there by Evanson. One-on-one against Jared Sucher. Right back to Jackson, well outside the arc. He'll attack with the right hand, get to the baseline, throw it out to Dyer with 7 to shoot. Bryce Dyer with a head of steam, finds Wegstaff. Spot up 3 near sideline is perfect. Luke Wegstaff off the bench with a long ball. Just a 30% three-point shooter is a transfer from Western Colorado. Southern Oregon with their third made 3. It's 25-13. Working against zone is Tech. Sucher near corner to Cooper at the free throw line. Skip it back outside Reber. An extra pass goes right back into Cooper as he spins into the lane. Turns, little right hand jump hook's good. It's 9 for Jackson Cooper. 27-13. As Eliza Jackson has it along the far sideline. Right back to Wegstaff in the near corner. Goes Evanson, hurls off a pick, drives into the paint, tip it out to Jackson, 23-footer where Eliza Jackson won't go, and Jackson Cooper went up and will slowly bring it up floor this time. Leading by 14, 8:30 left here first half. Man defense this time for Southern. As Cooper has it far sideline, he's got a mismatch against Jackson, and it's going to go out of bounds. They said last touch by both games last weekend. That was one of the negatives in that weekend trip to the Valley. The lead is 14. Evanson near sideline for the Raiders. Skip it far corner, caught there by Jackson. He'll work against Owen Nathan, throw it back to Evanson, 13 to shoot. He'll step into a long one, front iron and out. Defensive rebound, kept alive by 10, 13 to shoot. He'll step into a long one, front iron and out. Defensive rebound, kept alive by Tech. Ends up in the hands of Owen Nathan, who'll lead the break as he comes up floor. Tech will slow it into the hands of Sucher along the near sideline. Inside of 8 minutes left in the period. Gillen Payne to Sucher right at the top of the key. 2 dribbles with the right hand, and it back off to Grant Toll. Now it's Owen Nathan. Back to Payne with 11 to shoot. Nathan to the left elbow. Lost control of the dribble. Got it back. Finds Sucher. Head of the key with 6. He'll drive in. Take it all the way to the basket. Force up a shot. Miss it. Reber the putback. At the horn. It's good. Back finds Sucher. Head of the key with 6. He'll drive in. Take it all the way to the basket. Force up a shot. Miss it. Reber the putback. At the horn. It's good. Dakota Reber, another offensive rebound. Along the near sideline come the Raiders, and a whistle. Elijah Jackson on the baseline to inbound. He's looking for Evanson curling off a pick, and he catches it along the near wing. Plays catch with Wegstaff well outside the arc, and now they draw a foul again on Sucher. Be too quick against your team, and they happen in the span of 15 seconds. Inbound pass goes near corner to Evanson. Now it's Garrett Osborne matched up against it. They reverse it to Neff at the head of the key. Trey Neff, the senior from Medford. As he drives into the paint, lost the dribble, It's going to be a tie-up. The arrow should go Southern's way, however, but couldn't secure the steal. So Southern will inbound, 8 on the clock. And he'll get it into the near corner, caught there by Dyer, goes right back into Jackson. Backs his way in, lost control of it on the floor, and it's stolen by Tech. Jackson backs his way in, lost control of it on the floor, and it's stolen by Tech. Oh, and Nathan out of the pack with it for the Hustlin' Owls. Here's sideline, they go inside, trying to get it to Toll, and on an overplay, a foul call down for Southern Oregon. Goes Wegstaff, and in comes Anderson again. Tech to inbound, they go right into Grant Toll. He backs his way in, turns, shot, short. His tip won't go. A rebound to Southern. Ended up in the hands of Anderson. On the far sideline, it's Jackson. Drives to the free throw line, keeps it going. Trying to put up a shot and drew contact. And line against Tech back in October, as his first one up and good here. Gave up the other night against the squad from Bushnell in a conference game in a decade on the road, as the second free throw won't go for the Raiders. And the rebound went to Cooper for Tech. Will bounce to the quarter court, and Gillen Payne catches. He lobs it right back into Cooper. It was too strong. 6:17 left here, first half. 29-14 Tech. They got out to that real quick start. Anderson at the foul line. Off a screen to Everson right at the head of the key. Uses the left-hand dribble. Now Dyer trying to get it to the big man inside. Instead, he'll put it on the floor with a right-hand dribble and then hand it off to Jackson with 14 on the shot clock. Elijah Jackson back between the circles. Crossover dribble. Drives into the paint. Steps through twice. Gets tied up. Tipped it out in the hands of Rice to Dyer for a three at the horn. It's not there, and a rebound to Cooper for Tech. Tipped it out in the hands of Rice to Dyer for a three at the horn. It's not there, and a rebound to Cooper for Tech. Long pass all the way to the other end. What a two-hand dunk from Gillen Payne. What a pass by Cooper, like a quarterback. In stride to find Payne, 31-14 as they end that stride to find Payne, 31-14 as they end that entry pass. Nathan jumps it as Neff threw it away. Skip it to Grant Toll, near corner to Payne. 5:20 left in the period. It's a 17-point Tech lead. Away from the basketball, foul call to the Raiders. He's back in. He will replace Neff. As Tech will inbound. Nearing the under 5 timeout. Payne has it outside the arc, swings it to the head of the key. Cooper catches there. One-on-one against Dyer. They throw back to Nathan with 11 to shoot. And cutting was Payne. Nathan through capitalize on the Southern miscue. Evanson will have it up floor. Dyer to Jackson near wing. Near corner to Evanson with 20 on the shot clock. Will drive Osborne to the basket. Gets stopped. Fades one way. Fades back the other. Puts up the fadeaway 10 in the middle of the paint. And it falls. Evanson has 7. That leads Southern. 31-16. We'll have a timeout at the next whistle. Near sideline works Gillen Payne to the head of the key. Caught there by Owen Nathan. Slides through the paint. Finds Reber at the foul line. Back outside. Payne goes baseline. Throws a pass. It's intercepted. Reber at the foul line. Back outside. Payne goes baseline. Throws a pass. It's intercepted. Jumping the pass that time was Brady Rice for Southern Oregon. Finds Evanson as he attacks the middle of the lane. Layup in transition. Up and Evanson and Dyer. It'll be Cooper to walk it up floor. Tech's never trailed tonight. Neither did the Lady Owls. As Reber has it high post. Osborne at the hash mark. Right at the middle of the floor goes Jackson Cooper. He'll come off the Reber pick. He gets doubled there, so they throw it back to the hands of Wicker with 12 on the shot clock. Wicker steadies himself as he attacks inside, drives to the corner where Osborne catches, tries a three, rattled out, no good. Fighting for the rebound was Wicker, and they will say 17-7 on the glass in the first half. It's one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Jackson far corner, caught there by Rice. They reverse it to the near sideline. Evanson has it left elbow. They pull it outside the arc. They look to lob. Inside ceiling is Dyer. He's caught underneath. Lost control of it, and Cooper took it away. Inside ceiling is Dyer. He's caught underneath. Lost control of it, and Cooper took it away from him. Turnover Tech. In transition, Reber. Baseline, Payne gets caught underneath. Spins it up through traffic and finish. Spins it up through traffic and finish. Gillen Payne the basket. He's got 4 off the 23-18 as Jackson attacks. Can't finish, but a foul on Tech. Win against Southern Oregon. As Elijah Jackson, the first one is perfect. who stands at 6'8". Wegsteff also at 6'8". As Anderson gets both, second one up and good. 33-20 the score. A little backcourt pressure. And it'll be Wicker to bring it up. Looks like they're trying to trap in the corners, and they're back into zone as Tech goes inside Cooper. Outside Toll, spot up three, heel it in! I don't know how that one got down, but it did! Hit the heel of the rim for Grant Toll from distance, and then spun straight in. Grant Toll has 6. 36-20 Tech. Along the far sideline, it's Rice. We're inside of 3 minutes here in the first half. Off a screen comes Elijah Jackson, catches and shoots. 3 up, no, rebound to Tech. Off a screen comes Elijah Jackson, catches and shoots. 3 up, no, rebound to Tech. Goes in the hands of Jackson Cooper, and as he comes up floor, he gets fouled. See what happened. Tech got the rebound, but then Cooper's, he tried to bring it up floor. No foul was called. As Jackson trying to get the ball inbounded, he lobs it all the way out to half court. Jack Klumak back in for the Raiders. Near sideline, off a screen comes Jackson. Jahala to Rice. Inside, caught by Wegsteff. Backing his way in against Grant Toll. Gets to the baseline, comes back left. Banks up a shot, missed it. And the rebound will go to Tech. Rush up floor. The Jackson Cooper leading by 16 here late in the period. Grant Toll back to the hands of Nathan. Cooper and Nathan playing catch. Throw it far corner where Reber reverses it back to the free throw line. Cooper catches there, throw back to Reber. Alone for 3, and Reber still hasn't missed tonight. 5. 15 for Reber. It's 39-20. Tech 6 of 11 from outside the arc. Along the far sideline. Caught there by Jahala. Back to Rice. Klumak near Wick. 1:45 left in the period. ISO plays here for Jackson. Works off a Jahala pick. Hedges the screen. Drives to the corner. Writes a head and shoulder fake. Gets into the paint. Throws up a wild shot. No. And Cooper weak side rebound for Oregon. And they'll slow it up again. This is where it worked the other night against the squad from Bushnell, where Tech was able to milk the clock as best they could. Man defense this time for the Raiders as Cooper spins his way into the lane. Waits, throws it to the head of the key. They go to Reber underneath. Works against Jahala, throw it out to Owen Nathan. He tries one, in and out, no good. And the rebound goes in the Reber underneath. Works against Jahala, throw it out to Owen Nathan. He tries one, in and out, no good. And the rebound goes in the hands of Jahala for Southern. 1:05 left in the period. Skip it over the defense. Wegsteff, who's hit a 3, gives it right back to Jackson. Near sideline and Rice. 21 to shoot for Southern Oregon. And the key, it's Jahala looking inside. Can't find anybody there, so he goes back to Jackson along the free throw line, far sideline. Back near sideline. Jahala finds Wegsteff for a 3, and it's good. This game where Emmett Fens came off the bench and got himself a bucket or 2 from distance. 39-23. Nathan has it far sideline. 30 seconds left in the period. 17 to shoot for Jackson Cooper. As he spins his way in, slips it back to Payne, and he misses the baseline dunk. He was trying to flush it down, and it hit his own head as he was trying to come through. Finds Jackson for 3. He missed it. Rebound to 10 with 10 to shoot. And Cooper will come up floor with 8. Jackson Cooper head of the key with 5. Coop to the free throw line. Throw it back to Grant Toll at the horn. Got it! Suture and Payne, Reber, Toll, and Cooper. Out of backcourt. Tech will have the basketball. The 19-point lead is their largest of the night. Suture to Grant Toll right at the head of the key. Looked to slip it inside at Cooper and couldn't. So they reverse it back to the hands of Payne. Now Jackson steps out right at the head of the key with 15 on the shot clock. They go to Reber as he works against Elijah Jackson. Bullies his way in, fades away, and hits again. Perfect on the night. 17 for him. 44-23 Tech. Dyer has it along the far sideline. Hands it off to Rice. Now Anderson between the circles. Gives back to Elijah Jackson. He looks inside for Anderson. Can't find him, so Dyer will throw far corner. Rice, now Anderson at the high post. Give a hand off to Elijah Jackson. Kick it to an open 3 for Bryce Dyer, and he knocks it home. That time from Southern Oregon. And they show a little backcourt pressure. Bryce Dyer with the triple, his first points of the night. Guy who hit 5 threes a couple weeks ago in a game. As a no-look pass finds Payne to the basket. Cooper lays it in. That was just a simple slip. The lead is 20. A minute into the second half. Anderson to Rice at the hash mark, far sideline. Looks to lob inside. Jace Anderson against Gillen Payne, 10 feet from the baseline. He'll drive in, force up a right-hand runner. It was way short, and the rebound gain pulls it down for Tech. For Gillen Payne, his 4th rebound, and Tech will walk it up floor. That's what they did on Saturday at Bushnell, and it worked. Cooper near sideline, spins it all the way in, attacks, basket good, and he's going to the last 22 for Tech at 48-26. It is their largest of the evening. And the free throw on the way from Jackson Cooper is good. In the Converse MVP in the league this year. There's a lot of other great players in this circuit, I'll tell you that. Evanson to Jahala, who's checked in, and Joe Jahala throws it right in of Dakota Reber. So a turnover for Southern Oregon along the near sideline. They reverse the basketball. And Dyer nearly lost it. Cooper gets it back. Tries to thread the needle on the base. They reverse the basketball. And Dyer nearly lost it. Cooper gets it back. Tries to thread the needle on the baseline. And he turns it over. So turnover for Jackson Cooper. It's stolen away by Anderson. I should say stolen away by Jackson. 17:50 to play. Far corner works Gio Evanson. Back to the head of the key. Anderson lobs. Cooper on an overplay, and it's taken away for Southern Oregon. As they come up the floor. Bounce it down the near sideline. Swing it near wing. Cooper. Back of the hands of Suture along the far sideline. Bounce pass, an ill-advised one, and a foul. Grant Toll throws those up. Boy, things would be a lot better. So Jackson near sideline. Right in front of Matt Zozel, 4th-year head man. Jackson knifes the dribble between the legs, looks for the lob, caught by Anderson, deep underneath. Spins Suture to the basket, jump stop, bank shot, a little strong. Got his own rebound and got it ripped out of his hands by Payne. Gillen Payne with the steal. He's among the league leaders in that category. After the offensive rebound just took it away. Suture near angle. Toll between the rings. Finds Reber along the far sideline and on an overplay. So along with Toll, Osborne, and Nathan in for Tech. The inbound pass goes to Owen Nathan at quarter court. They'll work off a Reber pick with 12 to shoot. Throw it near side to Osborne. Drives to the foul line. Waits now with 7. Going with a head of steam. Goes Owen Nathan. Banks the shot up. Off glass. And Dyer the rebound. The top boardsman for Southern Oregon. Hands off to Rice. Head of the key to Anderson. Looking to the right side. He'll go right past his man. Gets swatted. No foul. 3% free thrower on the season. And his first one curls in. Contest here at Danny Miles Court on a Tuesday night. Second one also good from Anderson. Looks like Southern will pick up full court pressure. The ball inbounded to Cooper in backcourt as he works against Gio Anderson. And he gets it stripped, but Tech able to keep it alive. They find far sideline. That's Osborne, double teamed on the low block, and then bounces it back into the hands of Cooper. Now it's Nathan along the near sideline and a whistle. And there'll be a foul on the line. So Southern Oregon will bring in a couple new players. Cooper has it near sideline for the Hustlin' Owls. They'll attack with a right-hand dribble. Fades away. No. Dyer trying to keep it alive. Couldn't. Looks like no. Actually, they will change the call and give it back to Tech. So after talk, they decide no. It's Tech with the basketball. Reber drives in, and he gets fouled on a drive to the basket. Got 17-9. And Reber's free throw is good. Tech 7. One more here for Reber. And that one's also good. He has replaced Suture. Raider basketball coming down the near sideline. Evanson to Dyer. Emmett fends in, has it far corner. Wegstep looks to hand it off, and a hold are going to get called. They let him play in the first half. Neff to inbound, gets it into the corner to Evanson. Matched up there against Osborne as he spins him to the basket. Puts up a high-arcing right-handed shot off the window and in. Evanson now has 11. Tech will work it out of backcourt with Grant Toll. Looks like Southern wants to trap at half court, but Toll able to split the double team. They'll give it into the hands of Cooper at the 15-minute mark. He'll drive Dyer right at the basket and get stripped. Nice play that time by Mark. He'll drive Dyer right at the basket and get stripped. Nice play that time by Bryce Dyer. In transition come the Raiders. Neff for three, and in transition the Raiders at a long. Neff's first points, 51-33. So when Nathan catches in backcourt, and he gets, is it a foul? They said yes on the Raiders. Southern Oregon going to stay with the same unit. Southern Oregon has forced Tech into 11 turnovers to none. You see a little quarter-court trap that the Raiders were trying to put in and couldn't. Cooper high post to Grant Toll at the right wing. He looks to try to attack against Wegsteff. He gets doubled on the low block, then lowers his shoulder. Forces up a left-hand little dive, and it goes through. Grant Toll to double figures with 11. Back-to-back double-figure games for him. Lead back to 20 for Tech. Fenn's far side, a whistle, even the foul count out. Get the quota. It's off the inbound pass. Evanson catches from the baseline. Jumper no, but an offensive rebound for the Raiders. It went off of Payne's hands and went into the hands of Rice. They go to the baseline and driving is Evanson right down the left baseline, and he scores. 13 for Evanson as Tech breaks the timeline with Jackson Cooper. He'll stop the dribble, hand it back off to Grant Toll at the 14-minute mark. Leading by 18. Osborne sets center circle. Give it back to the hands of Cooper right at the high post. Cooper looking right. Nobody's there. Now goes inside. Reber steps through. Little layup. No, he got his own rebound. His putback's good. Looking right. Nobody's there. Now goes inside. Reber steps through. Little layup. No, he got his own rebound. His putback's good. For the night, he gets the putback. 55-35 the score. Near sideline comes Fence. Evanson near wing, caught there by Wegstepp, who had a couple first half threes. Evanson off a high ball screen, throw it to the near corner. Bryce Dyer with 10 to shoot, one-on-one against Grant Toll, spins him into the lane, backs his way in methodically with 4, gets to the cup, blew the layup. Backs his way in methodically with 4, gets to the cup, blew the layup. And the rebound goes to Tech. Great post defense that time by Grant Toll. And Tech can slow it up here, leading by 20 at the 13-minute mark. It's Cooper high post, working off a Reber pick, knifes the dribble between the legs, looks to lob. Reber at the window, can't get it to go. Post, working off a Reber pick, knifes the dribble between the legs, looks to lob. Reber at the window, can't get it to go. Out of the pack comes Southern. Emmett Fens to the baseline, gets his way to the basket, skips it to a wide open Bryce Dyer. He'll step through the middle of the lane, attack, put up a shot, no good, rebound Cooper. Dyer, he'll step through the middle of the lane, attack, put up a shot, no good, rebound Cooper. A lot of contact that time, but no foul was called. Dyer saying, why wasn't there a foul? In transition, Reber to Toll, corner 3, in and out, no good. And a long rebound to Southern. In transition, Reber to Toll, corner 3, in and out, no good. And a long rebound to Southern Oregon. It went in the hands of Fens in backcourt. Now it's Evanson. 12:20 to go. Evanson all the way in. Double team. Finds Fens alone for 3. It's short. Long rebound's going to go to Southern Oregon as it went off the hands at Klumak. Jackson, Neff, Rice, and Jahala for Southern with the basketball of the Raiders. Elijah Jackson off a screen near sideline. Skip it back to the far corner. Caught there by Neff. He launches from 3. Missed it. Reber way up for the rebound. A screen near sideline. Skip it back to the far corner. Caught there by Neff. He launches from 3. Missed it. Reber way up for the rebound. For Dakota Reber's 7th board to go along with 21 points. 12 minutes to go as Cooper takes Jahala to the basket. Goes all the way underneath and blew the layup. Got a little too deep to Jackson Cooper and he missed the layup. The lead is 20. 11:50 to go. Elijah Jackson drives in against Jared Sucher. Takes him to the basket. Spins to the basket. Spins left. Comes back right. Goes underneath his shoulder and finishes. Jackson has 10. That's Elijah Jackson. 55-37. It's Jackson Cooper up floor. Hands it to Reber near wing. Go to Reber. Throw back into the corner. Caught there by Owen Nathan to the free throw line where the jumper in and out, no good for Jared Sucher. Owen Nathan to the free throw line where the jumper in and out, no good for Jared Sucher. And Jahala clears the rebound. Here comes Elijah Jackson, coast to coast, shot off glass, no, rebound Cooper. Here comes Techley. Jahala clears the rebound. Here comes Elijah Jackson, coast to coast, shot off glass, no, rebound Cooper. Here comes Tech the other way. Do they push it? Cooper trying to knife the dribble between his legs and now slows it up. Maybe a little out of control was Cooper that time. Near sideline works Reber. Backs his way in. No look pass back out for a Suture three. Looks way short. It was short, and the rebound to Southern Oregon. Jackson Cooper on the floor. Southern Oregon has brought in a couple as well. As the inbound pass goes to Suture. Now onto the low block. Caught down low by Grant Toll. He'll attack with a left hand. Drive right at Jahala and score! Works Reber. Backs his way in. No look pass back out for a Suture three. Looks way short. It was short, and the rebound to Southern Oregon. Tech hasn't made a three here in the second half after making 7 in the first period. To the corner, Jackson for three. It's not there. Another rebound for Dakota Reber, nearing his 5th double-double of the season. And Cooper's going to come up floor right in front of us, and Tech will use a timeout. So we'll take it with him. Talk about something that had to have been fun. That's happened this year for Emmett Fenn. He's got to play against his brother JT, who plays. Grant Toll to finish. 20-point lead. Jahala high post. Drives in against Reber. Backs his way in. Put up a shot. And he got fouled. Points and 5 rebounds a ball game. The kid from West Lynn. His free throw is good. Last year, that's happened this year for Emmett Fenn. He's got to play against his brother JT, who plays at Walla Walla. As the free throw no good, and the rebound went into the hands of Gillen Payne for Tech. 57-38 at the 10-minute mark. Nathan being pressured at quarter court. They find Suture along the far sideline. Suture goes through between the legs dribble, then tips it back to the hands of Nathan. Curls to the basket, finds Kane. Cutter to the basket. Gillen. Nice dime that time by Owen Nathan to find Payne underneath. Give 8 for Gillen Payne tonight. Well, the key works Neff. Skip it back to the hands of Jahala. Trying to drive against Owen Nathan. Lost control of the dribble at the foul line. Throw it back out for an open three from Neff. And that one's good. That one's good. Trey Neff 6 tonight. 59-41. As Nathan tries to break the timeline. He gets trapped right in front of us. Now spins the dribble out of the way. Goes it back to the hands of Grant Toll with 9:20 left in the ball game. 15 to shoot. Near sideline works Payne. Looks to attack against Neff. He's caught in traffic. This looked like he traveled. They didn't call it. They go inside Reber. Little floater. No. Got his own rebound and got fouled. Not a pretty possession, but effective for Tech. And Jack Klumock will pick up the foul for the Raiders. And it looks like we got a timeout on the floor. 9:05 left. 59-41 our score. We're back after this.
I didn't print since we just had it 30 seconds ago.
Southern Oregon going to bring in a different lineup. Anderson, Jackson, Rice, Evanson, and Dyer. For Oregon Tech, Suture and Payne, Reber, Nathan, and Toll stay out there. As to the line goes Dakota Reber to shoot a couple. Both teams with 5 fouls, but it was Reber who was fouled on the putback attempt after he got his own offensive rebound. And after the breather, gets the free throw to go. He's got Reber has scored 20 or more. His second one also good. 8 of 8 mark as Elijah Jackson races up floor for Southern Oregon. Anderson near corner. Evanson attacks the basket. Layup is in. Layup is in. Gio Evanson's got 15. Here's that backcourt pressure. Goes in the hands of Owen Nathan, and Dyer fouls him in back. The Raiders now over the limit. And the inbound pass will go into backcourt to Nathan. Tech giving Jackson Cooper a little extra breather. He'll hand it off near sideline. Grant Toll to the middle of the floor. He'll swing it in the hands of Suture at quarter court as he crosses over his dribble. Look back door, it wasn't there, so they give it to the high post. Nathan back to Suture. In the corner's Reber. Took over Reber. High post to Grant Toll. Steps into a long one. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped out. Goes to Owen Nathan. He'll go right through the middle of the paint. Force up a shot. What's the call? Took over Reber. High post to Grant Toll. Steps into a long one. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped out. Goes to Owen Nathan. He'll go right through the middle of the paint. Force up a shot. What's the call? 61-43 Tech as Nathan's free throw rattles in. It has been 23 tonight for the Hustlin' Owls. 8:22 left as Nathan gets the second to fall. Southern Oregon in the white tops tonight. Quickly bring it up floor. It's Brady Rice. Drives in. Got blocked by Suture, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Jackson. Gets to the basket and rattled a shot up and in. So Jackson got the rebound and scored. 63-45, Suture attacks. Goes right at the basket, and he gets fouled. Suture hit an early three, hasn't scored since until he gets that one. In Walnut Creek, California, Suture rattles the second in. So Tech getting it done at the foul line. Can they get a defensive stop? Evanson near corner, 7:47 left, just turns, launches a three, missed it. Dyer, the offensive rebound. Tipped it out to Jackson, and he hits a three. Elijah Jackson with a long ball. As Cooper comes right back at the basket. Drives in and scores. 48. Sneezed for some reason, not sure why. All of a sudden, offense starting to pick up for both teams. And on the far sideline, a whistle. He's going to get whom? Osborne? Tech has 6 guys on the floor. And they'll wait. I believe it's just a one-shot free throw, and it's good. Will he get a second one? So Jackson gets one. That was weird. I'm like going, why is nobody coming off the floor? They give Jackson 2. And now it's a... So Tech will get the inbound. Trying to break the backcourt trap pressure. And up floor, foul at half court. So 1 second down. I guess that means something. It's McLaughlin set to inbound. Goes into the corner to Vache. Stands at 6'8". Our sideline. Gio Evanson trying to hand it off to McLaughlin near sideline. He'll drive in against Cooper, gets stopped on the baseline, leave it back out to Dyer with 6 to shoot. Bryce Dyer will attack Reber. Lowers his shoulder, looked like he traveled. Shot got blocked out of bounds, it didn't matter. Played between 17 and 23 the whole night here in the second half. Nathan's first one, no good. Reber, the offensive rebound. Give him a 2-shot opportunity for Jared Suture. And his free throw rims in. Suture at 80 straight game. After that woeful stretch he had in January. Such can't get the second to go, and a rebound foul will go on. Give him 11 boards on the night. And he has been on the offensive glass tonight. Suture attacks. Gets caught underneath and a whistle. Woeful stretch he had in January. Such can't get the second to go, and a rebound foul will go on Reber. And his free throw is good. So Southern, 6:35 to go. Dyer misses the second, and Grant Toll skies for the rebound. For the Hustlin' Owls. And again, backcourt pressure put on. And it doesn't allow Tech to set that offense and try to go as slow as they have. Suture has it far side. Slip into the basket is Jackson Cooper on the baseline. Spin dribble to the lane. Looks for an open player. It's a wide open Grant Toll. Fakes on a three. Now takes it. Misses. Rebound. Reber fought for it, but it's Dyer who comes away with it. A wide open Grant Toll. Fakes on a three. Now takes it. Misses. Rebound. Reber fought for it, but it's Dyer who comes away with it for the Raiders. 6 minutes to go. 17-point lead for Tech. Elijah Jackson near sideline. Long ball up and in. It's a 14-point game. Elijah Jackson now has 20. Inside of 6 to go. The Raiders put on pressure. Tech able to break it. They get it up in the hands of Reber. He'll attack and lay it in. They broke the press that time, and Reber finished in transition. 25 for him. Jackson has it near sideline. Skip it to McLaughlin. He'll step into a three. It's short. Long rebound to Grant Toll. They'll slow it up. Leading by 16. 5:25 left in the ball game. Far sideline, it's Owen Nathan off a Suture pick. He's off the Toll right at the head of the key. Reber to the corner and Jackson Cooper. Cooper, 2 dribbles with the right hand, gets to the foul line, throws out for a Suture three. In and out, no good. Reber fighting for the rebound, and what's the call? Dribbles with the right hand, gets to the foul line, throws out for a Suture three. In and out, no good. Reber fighting for the rebound, and what's the call? They've been in so many tight games this season. As Dyer's free throw is good. He has one more. As Dyer got both to go. 14-point game, full court pressure put on. Tech can try to break it. They'll get it in the hands of Cooper. Off glass! Reber found it. 72-56. Down the far sideline, and a foul again on Tech. Leading 72-56. And Evanson's first one is perfect. 10 also good for Evanson. So he and Jackson have combined for 37. Tech trying to get the ball inbounded. They get it to Suture in the corner, and he'll look to push it up floor. His long pass nearly stolen, but it's kept alive. Then Reber throws a pass in the corner, and he'll look to push it up floor. His long pass nearly stolen, but it's kept alive. Then Reber throws a pass, and it gets intercepted. Turnover Tech. To Dyer. Fakes on a three. Evanson a long one. He missed it. And a rebound goes to Southern Oregon's field goal percentage up to 18 of 41. Second free throw also good for Evan. 2 of 3 at the stripe today. Free throw is good. Tech trying to get a huge win here against Southern Oregon. As the second one rattles home for Nathan. To Dyer. Fakes on a three. Evanson a long one. He missed it. And a rebound goes to Owen Nathan, and he gets fouled in backcourt. Jackson out of backcourt, 4:30 left in a 16-point game. They'll hand it off to Evanson along the near sideline. Dyer right back to Evanson, middle of the floor. They'll spread it out. He looks for Elijah Jackson well outside the arc. He'll attack, then step back into a long three. Missed it. The long rebound kept alive by Gillen Payne for Oregon Tech. To Jackson Cooper, and he'll break the timeline. Double team there. He'll lob it to Payne, who will catch at the hash mark and then pull it back to Cooper in the middle of the floor. Bring it back in the hands of Nathan along the near sideline. 17 to shoot. We've reached the 4-minute mark as he bounces it inside to Cooper. Working against Jackson. Backs it back out in the hands of Nathan with 9 to shoot. Nathan with a head of steam. Basket's good as he drove back to 18 at 76 to 58 as Nathan's free throw is up and good. Tech trying to get the ball inbounded. They do so. And Nathan gets fouled right along the near sideline. Back to a 19-point lead. Largest has been 23. Evanson far sideline tries to take Cooper to the baseline. Gets stopped there by the big fella. He'll lob it back out, nearly intercepted by Payne as it ends up in Jackson's hands. Far corner to Evanson. He gets past Cooper, gets to the basket. Contested shot won't go, but a tip in by Boucher. Shea with the basket, 77-60, and Elijah Jackson the other way for Southern Oregon. The lob it to Bryce Dyer right at the head of the key, back to Jackson near wing. Work one-on-one against Gillen Payne, jump stop into the middle of the lane, bounce it back outside, a long three, up and in by Evanson, and a timeout. Dakota Reber's perfect. It's Nathan, can't get the first one to go, used every bit of the rim. All-state kid from Roosevelt. Makes the second one, though. Back to the near corner. Evanson, a long three. No, and Jackson Cooper skies for the rebound. Gets it in the hands of Nathan as he brings it up the near sideline. Bounce pass through traffic. Layup, no. Reber, a putback won't go. And it will be Gillen Payne to do the inbound honors. And he will get it into Owen Nathan. And he did turn it over into Owen Nathan. And he did turn it over. He throws it to Boucher. To the near corner, Evanson, a long three, no, and Jackson Cooper skies for the rebound. Brings it up the near sideline. Bounce pass through traffic, layup, no. Reber, a putback won't go. But at backcourt, a steal. Reber, a putback won't go. But at backcourt, a steal. Nathan jumped the pass. Cooper has it middle of the floor, double team. And finally fouled by Bryce Dyer with to the line with his team leading by 15 with 2:38 left in the ball game. And Coop's first one rims in. And boy, has he played one heck of a game. Got both free throws, give him 18. 80-63, inside 2:40 to play. Jackson down the near sideline. Reber picks him up. Looks to try to drive in. Jump stops. Got to find someone. That's Evanson high post. 20 to shoot. He looks to drive against Nathan. Steps back. Launches from three. In and out. No good. Jackson Cooper says, I want them against Nathan. Steps back. Launches from three. In and out. No good. Jackson Cooper says, I want the rebound. And grabs it for tech. Long pass up floor. Finds Nathan. He'll turn and slow it up. He'll pull out. And he'll sit in the center circle. 20 to shoot, 2:10 left in the game, leading by 17. Gillen Payne to the free throw line and Reber. Throw it back outside the arc, near side to Nathan. Now on the baseline of Payne with 11 to shoot. Gillen Payne skip pass all the way over the defense through a half-court strike. He looks to attack, hand it off to Jackson right at the head of the key. Crossover dribble, step back, long one. Good for Elijah Jackson. 23 for him, the lead back to 10. Should they lead back to 14, I should say. As Owen Nathan trying to break the timeline. Blows it all the way to the other end where Jackson Cooper's by himself. Great pass that time from Nathan, give Cooper 20. That's how you break a press. Just throw a baseball pass from one end to the other. Head of the key, crossover dribble. Working there goes Evanson. Using a lot of clock as he skips it to the near corner. Contested three for Axmaker, no good. Offensive rebound for the Raiders. It's a Jackson who hits a triple. Another three for the Raiders. Tech able to break it. Into the hands of Cooper. He'll just go right at the basket again. No Raiders. It ends up in the hands of Jackson who hits a triple. 22 for Coop. Inside the final minute. Tech's going to pick up a huge win tonight. As Neff goes baseline. His shot blocked. Rebound to the Owls. How big of a win this is. As Jared Sucher going to attack the basket, gets blocked by Boucher. Here comes Boucher at the other end, and he'll get fouled with 21. Huge win tonight. As Neff goes baseline, his shot blocked. Rebound to the Owls. Ends up in the hands of Dakota Reber. And Tech going to slow this one down. And when it's all said and done, you can hear the crowd. They know how big of a win this is. As Jared Sucher going to attack the basket. And so Boucher, who hasn't played much this season, get a little run here late. His free throw won't go, and the rebound will go out of bounds. And which way do they say it goes to? Is going to foul. And the hustling Owls in front of a huge blackout for hunger crowd will come away with a much-needed win. This one, my friends, might be enough to get them to the national tournament. We'll see. The horn's going to sound. Tech wins 84-71. Post-game show here from Clement Falls.